Howdy, beekeepers. I thought I'd just make a few statements here. As you can see, I've got some things stored outside. It's warmed up today, quite warm, 60 degrees. It's going to be that way next couple days. And yeah, I let the bees take whatever honey there was in those out, and I'm just going to talk about what happens when you're a beekeeper. There's a chance that you could lose all your bees. Now that's a problem. It's devastating to do that. I know I lost mine 2 years ago. And I'm questioning, why do I keep doing it? Why do I keep doing it? Well, there's a saying amongst beekeepers, more bees. And I like it because I can just come out here and see my bees going in and out of the hive on a warm day in the winter. They're not real active, of course, but they do come out now and then. Let's see what's going on here. Sure as I put the camera on them, they're going to quit coming in and out. Well, let's look at the one that's a little more active right over there. Yeah, they're going out. They were actually bringing in pollen yesterday, probably from some camellias. I believe that might be blooming around here early this time of year. One of the things you can do if you don't look out like I did is you get ahead of yourself. After 3 or 4 years, you get, 30, 40 hives. Suddenly becomes a job, especially if you're old like me. There they are. They're coming in and out now. And becomes a lot of work. And it's easy to quit because, well, it costs money to refill those hives if you lost them. And then you wind up with a bunch of equipment sitting around like I've got. Hives like this that don't have anything in them, or like the one up there on the right. I still have 4 hives. And this year, I'm planning on keeping it manageable. If I split my hives, which I probably will, I'll sell whatever excess I have and try to keep it down to 4 hives. And one thing I want to try to do is learn to raise queens. Now there are several different ways of doing that. Look here, the sun's come out. But I'd love to learn to graft. And it's kind of intimidating. And there's grafting, and then there's getting the queens mated after that. So there's quite a bit of work to do that. But it's a game changer if you can raise your own queens, because queens are getting up there now where $50 a piece. Well, if you could raise some queens yourself, you might be able to one on the receiving end of that. So, if you're going into beekeeping, be aware that bees do die, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And I found a bunch of things I didn't know. And I'm hoping I'll learn some more that I do know already. I'll be able to put that in force and get my bees to live a lot longer. But just in case, I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to just kind of keep where I'm at, and hopefully things will turn out all right. Just imagine if you got 30 pounds of honey out of each of these hives, just 4. That's 120 pounds. Yeah, 120 pounds of honey. That's quite a bit. Now suppose that I would say make it to 6. I have the equipment. I have honey that's in a hive. All I have to do is pick a package in it or make a split. I could conceivably make another 30 pounds of honey this year because I already got the wherewithal to do that. starting out, you might not be able to. This bee's got to build up the hive, but since I have honey already in storage in the freezer, I could probably get honey from a new hive, or maybe 2 new hives this year. But I'm gonna take it easy, just in case. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I do want to get these swarm traps reset, and hopefully I'll catch another swarm or 2. Maybe I can sell them. And I'm gonna put a whole bunch more swarm traps out just for the fun of it. Yeah, because it's fun getting them. When I've caught swarms, hey, that's cool, because you can just put them in a box and let them go. And now that I have honey stored in the freezer, I can put them in a box with honey in it. And yeah, pretty exciting. That sounds exciting, don't I? Well, there's a bit of caution here, because I know what it's like to lose. You wind up with having a whole bunch of stuff sitting around, like here on my porch, in my shed, just hanging around. It's got to be either sold or refilled. I don't know. We'll see. Yep. And whenever you get bees, as more work than what you can handle, other stuff kind of falls behind. And you get messes like this. But we're here in the Smoky Mountains. And it's wintertime, but it's 60 degrees, gonna be 60 degrees next couple days. So I will be going in my bees. I want to add some more honey to them, some frames I've got out. And hopefully, as spring comes on, we'll have strong 4 colonies. And that's what I'm hoping for. And I'm hoping to get some honey. I'm hoping to be able to sell a couple of hives this year, a couple of colonies of bees, and maybe catch a couple swarms. But I'm not going to do what I did when I first made the loss. When I first had a loss, I bought a bunch of packages. Now, each one represents $140 there. As you can see, I've only got 4 hives. So that was a pretty big loss. There's more right there. That makes me be a beehaver rather than a beekeeper. And I'd really rather be a beekeeper. So I'm gonna keep it slow. Take it easy. This year anyway, maybe next year, I'll do a little more, but I don't know. I wanna make sure everything's working. I have everything under control. So if you have a loss, just try to take it easy and recover. Keep in mind, while most beekeepers stop within the first 3 years, most businesses do the same thing. They fail within 5 years. So you have to realize there's a learning curve to going into business, and you have stuff like this that if you don't keep on keeping on, you go out of business. Now, you may wonder, why have I got these out here? Well, because it freezes every night, just about. And just not the last couple of days. And the bees are cleaning out whatever they can find. There was some sugar water in that right there, and I see they're still going in there and getting it, cleaning it out. And that thing, and the bees here, they're still cleaning this out. Not as many because it's not very warm, 60 degrees, and the sun is behind the clouds. So they're not out a lot, but they're out here doing something. Hey, keep on keeping on.